My name is Clayton Fitchett. I'm presenting with Tiffany Seibert, Austin Clem, and Lazaro Garcia. In 2015, Houston and Bloomberg Business Week posted an article detailing the use of predictive behavioral analysis software to reduce legal fees incurred by rogue employee behavior.
First, I would like to explain what a rogue employee is. A rogue employee is a dishonest and unprincipled person that takes corporate resources. A rogue employee can be a major impact to a corporation, especially if they hold positions that are in investing and or trading. Think about it. There's one example that is very true. If a trader can make one unethical transaction, that can ultimately cost the corporation billions of dollars. To help minimize this risk, JP Morgan has implemented new technology that helps track employee communications, such as emails, chats, and telephone transcripts. To help, this new technology is in place to help identify inappropriate employee behavior. JP Morgan has spent more than $38 billion in legal fees, and although this new technology is going to cost more than $730 million, it will help minimize legal fees and ultimately give them a greater profit margin. Thank you.
Now that we have discussed what roguing is and what this algorithm is supposed to do, I want to discuss what companies are using the algorithms and why. Since JP Morgan has made public that they're going to start using behavioral analytics to help limit the cost of waste that goes towards legal fees, other financial industries and businesses on Wall Street have started to get into it and invest millions of dollars in their own capital towards research and development of their own algorithms. However, this is not just limited to the large businesses on Wall Street. Small businesses as well as other large corporations are getting involved. FedEx and UPS have started to use tracking devices on their trucks. In fact, been using them for the past 10, 15 years to keep track of when employees are taking time off their route and wasting their time, wasting the company's time, and getting paid for it. That may not be roguing from what financial industry sees it, but that's a waste of the company's time and roguing on their level. Also, the longest users of this information is going to be the national government. Agencies such as the CIA, FBI, and NSA have been using this type of algorithm to track suspects and help build litigation against them once that time is deemed necessary.
So some things to keep in mind from all this information that we're presenting to you right now. This is the result of one study that was conducted in 2014 by SailPoint. This isn't to say that any of this data is incorrect or biased or anything like that. Just saying that's one perspective on a problem that's gone back decades. Now, you might say, well, how is this big of a problem if it's been going on for that long? I want you to look at your information sheets. You'll see a lot of big scary numbers. You'll see a lot of 70%, a lot of 1 in 5, a lot of substantial numbers. But you'll see one familiar sign that's absent, a dollar sign. No one's been able to quantify any of this. No one's been able to say, oh, we're losing X amount of dollars from Y amount of rogues. And that's a problem, because how do you put that on a budget? How do you say this is number 3 problem, this is number 8 problem? I want to open a new production facility, I want to open a new department. You can't make those decisions without the information available. Imagine you're Goldman Sachs. Imagine you have your own algorithms, your own graphical models, your own bright minds that give you that comparative advantage over the competitor. You don't want your comparative advantage going to the competitor. Okay, the loss is going to number in the millions and billions. So what does this mean to you? Most of you are going to grow up, well, not grow up, you're already grown. You're going to go be financial analysts, you're going to go be investment bankers. You're the ones that are going to make these graphical models. You're the ones that are going to make these algorithms. And if any of you were to come with a formula for a particular company, it could potentially be very lucrative.
But the question to really answer now is, does tracking employees' action actually deter rogue behavior? Since the article was posted, there's been little evidence supporting that predictive behavioral analysis in financial institutions results in significant litigation savings. There's also been opposing research showing that the analysis models being used by JP Morgan are flawed and resulting in false positive results. There are also alternatives to behavioral analysis to deter rogue behavior. Some companies are currently using risk-adjusted metrics for reward compensation, meaning that they give employees a greater financial reward for being successful while playing it safe. This removes the allure of the high-risk, high-reward gamble that is typically attractive to rogue employees who exhibit risky behavior. Also to consider, as financial professionals, we currently have no legal accountability to give financial advice that benefits our clients over ourselves. If Congress considered enacting rules regarding fiduciary responsibility for financial professionals, it could encourage preventative positive behavior for fear of federal prosecution. Thank you for your time. Are there any questions regarding our article?
Let's give him a round of applause and let's do questions.